Hey guys, how's it going? Kevin Cleary here with a knife video for you. Today I want to do just a quick rundown on the Spyderco Midyear Product Guide. There are a few knives that we've already talked about. I'm going to talk about them again, guys, because I'm super excited about them. But there are some new knives here as well that we haven't seen before and haven't really talked about on the channel. So I wanted to go ahead and make this video. It shouldn't be too long, because I don't want to just rehash everything that you can read yourself if you just go get the catalog, but I do want to tell you my thoughts. I will put a link in the description box, so you may want to pause the video right now, follow that link to this product guide so that you can kind of follow along as I'm talking. I'll also put a link to my Instagram down there in case you want to follow me over there. So let's go ahead and get started right away. There are some cool knives here. Of course, we already know about the smock and the amalgam. However, we haven't seen the Tropin before. This is an interesting, very tactical knife. It has 3 opening mechanisms, which I don't know, might be a bit over the top, guys. This has the opening hole, it has the wave feature from Emerson, and it has a flipper. Seems like a bit of an overkill. However, the blade length at 4 inches, a little over 4 inches, is definitely noteworthy. You guys know I like the larger blades, and this one has a nice big blade that does look pretty appealing to me. So I'm not sure, but I may try to overlook the multiple choice opening design and pick one of these up anyway, just because the blade looks very, very impressive. And I do tend to like larger knives. That's of course why I love the amalgam. I've already said this before, guys, on the channel. I'm gonna say it again. The amalgam is one of the coolest knives I've seen in recent history. I really, even of all the knives that are here, and there's some really, really cool stuff here, guys, that we're about to get to, I think the amalgam is still my most anticipated Spyderco. Now, close behind has got to be the Drunken here. This is a Dmitry Sinkovich collaboration. Again, 3.5 inch blade, titanium frame lock, pretty much everything we expect to see from a modern titanium frame lock. Really cool design. I am very drawn to this knife, guys. I would definitely like to check one of these out. By the look of it, if you look at the closed side there, this may be another knife similar to the Slice Bowie, where it's very difficult to spider flick. You can really only open it with your thumb from the show side, which, I don't know, that may be a bit of a fail. We'll see how it goes, but other than that little deployment issue, I think this is going to be a good one. And I also think the knife right below it here, the Capara, is going to be pretty compelling. It's a compression lock. Look at the wire clip, nice lightweight carbon fiber scales. Again, a 3.5 inch blade. It may even be, let's see again. Well, 3.49, so it may as well be 3.5 inch blade. So this looks like a knife that I may be really drawn to. So they say it's going to be pretty slim in pocket and yet a nice full-size knife, and I do tend to like that. The next knife over here is another one, the Brower, I'm going to say. Yeah. Anyway, looks like either the Brower or the Brewer. No, Brower. So a little short for me, but I love the design. And if someone's gonna make a short knife, I like it when they give me that choil here. It just gives me a little more space for my hand. This one's not super exciting to me, but I don't think we've seen it before, so I thought I'd point it out. Same with this little McBee, again, a small knife. Now, this page again has some knives that I'm pretty stoked about. By far the most exciting for me is the Subvert. Now, this is Spyderco's production version of the custom knife, the Sabotage. I'm not coming up with the maker's name right now. I just read it, but I read all the makers. So let me read it again. Natty Amor. I may be reading it wrong, but anyway, we're going to leave it in. I could edit this and fix it, but I'm not going to bother. Maybe I'll put in the... Maybe I'll put a caption in with the proper name. However, I followed this guy on Instagram for a long time, and the Sabotage is such a cool knife, and the fact that it's coming out as a Spyderco production knife is pretty exciting. So honestly, guys, I don't know what I'm going to do here, because there are a lot of really, really cool knives. I just hope that ZT doesn't come up with anything cool at Blade Show, because I may have to sell some stuff if they do. Of course, the Paisan here is one we've been talking about for a while. We already know the price point. We know a bunch of stuff about this knife. This is a knife, guys, that I don't know where to come down on it. I love Peter Rosenti. I love the fact that it's an integral. Peter Rosenti does not have any mid-techs out, and his customs are well outside of my price range, which means that although I don't like the pricing on this knife, I think it's like $525, I may bite the bullet and pick one up just to have, you know, probably the closest thing that I will ever have to a Peter Rosenti custom. So we'll see how that goes, but I am pretty excited about it. So just to kind of reiterate, guys, we've got the Paisan. By the way, the Techno 2, some of you might be excited about that. The Techno 1 wasn't compelling to me, and neither is this one because it's so small, but the Techno 2 will be coming. For me, though, the big deal is definitely the Sabotage, or that's not the Sabotage, the Subvert, which is Spyderco's production name for the production Spyderco version of the Sabotage. The Drunken from Dmitry Sinkovich, and the Amalgam. Outside of that, you know, I'll try to, as best I can, get my hands on any of these as I'm able to and share them with you. I've got to say, I'm pretty impressed with the mid-year lineup from Spyderco. There's some interesting stuff happening, and I love the fact that they've got some larger knives here. Notice that all of these have been, you know, 3.5, 4 inches, 3.5, 3.5, huge 4 and a bit, over 4 inches. About 4 inches, so all big blades, and I really, really like that. So it's almost a little unfair. I wish some of these were, you know, 3-inch blades, so I could be like, well, it's too small for me, I'm gonna skip it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to skip any of these. I may have to get a second job. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. As I say, my Instagram is down below, as well as the link to this catalog, so you can take a look at it yourself. Hope you're having a great day, and I hope you're as excited about some of these as I am. Again, let me know which one you're most interested in, and we will talk to you soon.